welcome very, very much. Thank you so much for coming out to our premiere inaugural show of Hold My Carrot. How are we doing tonight? All right, so we are Lochrane's premier improv group. I met these crazy cast of characters a couple months ago. We all liked each other, and hell, now we're here on stage performing for you guys. So, first question, who here has seen improv before? Who knows what improv is exactly? Okay, a couple hands, some newbies, that's fine. So, improv is improvisation. We make everything up on the spot with the help of you, the audience. So, we do not rehearse, we do not pre-plan, there is no script. Everything you see tonight happens for the first time on the stage. Will probably never happen again, so it's a pretty special feeling. Shameless social media plug, please follow us, Q sign. Get your daily dose of Carrick on these social media sites. We're going to, ideally, if this goes well, which it should, do more and more shows. So, to kick things off for tonight, first I want to introduce the players. Guys, stand up. All right, we have Holland. Everyone, there we go. What's going to happen is we're going to have two players on stage. We're going to get a suggestion from you guys in just a sec. They can only speak in questions. If someone speaks in a statement, then they have to leave and a new player is going to come on stage. It'll make a little more sense when you see it, hopefully. So from the audience, can I get a suggestion of what is a strange place to propose to the love of your life? McDonald's. All right. This is questions only. Our suggestion is McDonald's. Take it away.
Did you eat all of my French fries?
Would you like special sauce for that?
Are you robbing me blind?
Do I look like the Hamburglar to you?
Are you getting paid minimum wage to fill up people's French fries and hamburgers?
Why'd you have to remind me about my crushing student debt?
Will you marry me?
In a McDonald's?
What's wrong with McDonald's?
They don't even have a Whopper.
Hello, free chicken nugget?
Which flavor you want?
Oh, you have Oreo flavor.
Will you accept cake flavor?
Oh, is that new branding?
You like it?
I think somehow I'm Indian now.
Do you have any vegetarian options?
Are you a vegetarian since before or just now?
Well, I've never really been a fan of getting animals.
You want to get, like, hitched or something?
When is it due exactly?
Can't you tell in 3 months along?
Should I be able to tell?
Can you feel it kicking?
Why you do not have makofta all year long?
Can't you see you're holding up the line behind you?
Does it look like I care?
Do you have the money?
I own this place.
Yeah! Is this where the shotgun McDonald's wedding's at?
Did you see the sign outside?
Y'all fellas can afford a sign?
Now, do you want the Super Deluxe Big Mac with a shotgun, or do you want the Ultra Deluxe Big Mac that comes with the little, you know, the ooze thing?
What? Which one's the one that comes with the Szechuan sauce?
Is this where you're taking me for our first date?
What, is that pretty enough, Juliet?
Can you afford McDonald's?
Baby, for you, I'll do KFC.
Hey, baby, can I have your number?
Is that TLC?
Do you like hip hop?
Oh, can you twerk with me?
Is this where the twerking lessons are happening?
How did you hear about that?
Are you the teacher?
Does it look like it?
Where did you have that done?
Would you believe me if I said this was all natural?
No!
Excuse me. What time does this twerking start? Is that a Marlboro Red? Can't you tell it's a lucky strike, my man?
Were you in the war?
Which one?
Could I be talking about the one in Vietnam?
Is my last name Nguyen?
I don't know, show me your ID.
And scene.
Alright, starting off, great warm-up game. Thank you again, Mike Donovan, for that. Our next game is going to be audience participation based, so we're going to need 2 victims.
Oh, we got one. We
One.
got
We
one.
have a
You
volunteer.
man, right here, please, come.
Boom.
Oh,
right here.
another one.
Right here. Right there. Yes. Yes. You.
Too late,
There
you're
you
locked
go.
in.
We will call you out in this show.
Alright, so, are you both married? Yes?
Oh, wait, no, with Curry.
No, I don't know.
You look timeless.
No? Okay, good. Mike, stay. Just to set up this game, what these people are going to be doing in this game, which is called columns. They're going to be standing on either end of our players, our 2 players right here, Amy and Angela. And what you 2 are going to be doing is you're going to help them build this scene by giving them one-word lines. So every time Amy or Angela in this scene need to develop a sentence, they're going to be asking for their help. So, Angela, give us a sentence where you're going to ask for help.
My question?
Oh,
Statement.
whatever you want, statement. girl.
My favorite meal is pasta.
There you go. So whenever she taps the column's hand, she gets a word to help her out in the scene. One word. So can we get a relationship for these 2 people right here, these 2 beautiful women, and the 4 with them, or the 5, or whatever.
Psychiatrist and patient.
Psychiatrist and patient. All right, guys. Angela, you are the patient. Amy, you are the psychiatrist. And every time you tap, what happens?
Word.
Yes. All right.
It's the 5th time it happened in 1 week. I've been stood up. You said that if I went out and acted normal, I could get a second date.
Did you not get a second
Opportunity?
opportunity with him?
No. In fact, he left me during mid-date. He got up and he went to the bathroom and he never came back.
Really? Well, did you try underwear? Underwear?
Yeah.
I told you if things are going really bad, you just flash your
I did just that. I pretended that it got hooked on the table. And when I stood up, he saw my ass.
And you're saying that he wasn't convinced and he didn't want to
Hook you up? He was my date. We were gonna go to the movies. We were gonna go see
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Okay, so here's what you do now. First, you get on.
Let me get my notepad out.
Okay. First, you find a rose. Okay. You plant it in your garden, and then you light it on fire. And the rosy smoke comes up, and it creates a bird. That bird will fly to your next object of affection. school? Medical school.
Well, I would like to see your degree.
Oh my god. You see, it's fully
Invalid.
invalid. Just like you would expect.
This is why I'm not getting any better. In fact, maybe next time I should just call
911.
911.
Becky, the reason you don't get a date is because you are
Ugly.
Can we please give a round of applause to our two audience members? You know, I was hesitant when I picked them because always the ladies try to keep it clean as long as possible, but it always ends up bitchy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for our next game, it's going to be called New Choice. So have you ever had a conversation with somebody, you said something weird or dumb or something you instantly regret, and you want to take back time? Well, we get to do that on stage. So with New Choice, I'm going to need Huzefa and Khalid. So what's going to happen is these two are going to start off the scene. I'll give a suggestion in just a second. They're going to start the scene. However, at random intervals, I will say New Choice. So for example, if Khalid says,
Man, I need to go catch the flight tomorrow. I'm headed to Chicago.
New Choice,
I'm headed to Amsterdam.
New Choice,
I'm headed to some hookers.
and so on and so forth. Some of the choices will be spoken, others will be emotional, some will be physical choices. I will call it out as I feel fit. Now, if I can get from the audience, what is a country that you've always wanted to visit but haven't had the chance to?
Bosnia.
Bosnia. You said Bosnia. Okay, now what do you want to do when you go to Bosnia?
Look around.
Look around.
There's
Okay,
travel, so
so this suggestion is looking around. Looking
So
around.
did the Chechens.
Yep. Take it away.
Have you ever seen a sky so blue?
I don't know, I'm just looking around.
You want my binoculars?
Oh yes, thank you very much, sir. I would like that a lot.
New choice.
Actually, I don't know, they feel a bit sticky.
New choice.
Actually, you know what? I like to look through my own retinas. It's organic.
You are a Luddite?
Yes.
Well, tell me then, what is the species of that bird?
New choice.
What is the color of that sun?
New choice.
What did you eat last night?
Surprisingly enough, remember that bird we saw yesterday?
The last of its kind?
New emotional choice.
The last of its kind.
New emotional choice.
The last of its kind!
I have to say, you're handling this very well.
The world will never see a dodo bird again!
Same choice, new physical choice. Who's that?
The world will never see a dodo bird again!
Same choice, new physical choice. Who's that?
The world will never see a dodo bird again!
Buddy, I know you're angry, but you don't have to start with the interpretive dance, okay? I get the picture. Listen.
5 years of college, that's all I get.
New choice.
My mother danced for me when I was a child. That's all I have left of her. She always flapped her wings and squatted weirdly.
Hey, I'm sorry, okay?
New choice.
Hey, you know what? Fuck you.
All right, and freeze. So we're gonna up the ante right now. We're gonna continue with new choice, but every new choice is gonna have to rhyme. All right, continue.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
New choice.
You mean there's no more us or no more we?
Hey, I don't know what you're crying about, okay? I ate it. So what?
That's it. You do something and you're so nonchalant about it.
New choice.
You do something and you don't even have the courage, good southern courage to eat it with some grits.
New choice.
You know, I've heard that there's this new currency called coin of bits. Sorry, non sequitur, but it just came into my brain.
Funny enough, I was actually doing some cryptocurrency mining yesterday whilst dining on the dodo.
New choice.
I was actually doing some of that mining whilst going,
Mariposa. That's a no-go, and I say that to you faux show.
New choice, Suzanne.
Do you have a pogo?
New choice.
I really want to dance the go-go.
New choice.
You say yes, yes, I say maybe, maybe, or sometimes no, no!
You know what? Fine. Screw this trip. Screw Bosnia. Forget our memories. I'm going home.
Oh, and who's going to pay for the ticket?
I thought we were both splitting it.
That was our prior arrangement.
New choice.
That was before you ditched our engagements.
New choice.
Do you not see my face is filled with enragement?
Same choice, new physical choice.
Do you not see my face is filled with enragement?
I'm not really focused on your face right now.
You always used to look down there.
Every time with you bringing up the engagement like it's nothing, all right? We decided we're just going to be bird-watching friends in Bosnia. Birds! We're just going to be bird-watching friends and with Wozniak.
New choice.
We're just going to be bird-watching friends and I'm lost. Man.
You used to be such a spontaneac. What happened to you? Why are you like this now? We used to love each other.
New choice.
We used to hug each other like brothers.
New choice.
We used to be from the same mother. We used to. Things have changed. Somehow.
Hey, I know you're from the Middle East, but this whole like mother because we nursed together thing doesn't really work for me anymore, okay?
That is the Islamic tradition.
Fine. You know what? We're in Bosnia. We're just going to enjoy things as they are and patch it up. How about we go back to the hotel and enjoy the spa?
New choice.
How about we go back to the hotel and you see me go, la la la.
Can we dance under the moonlight?
Can we?
And scene.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that slightly weird and completely nonsensical game. What we have next for you is something maybe even more nonsensical. It's a game we call If You Know What I Mean. It's all about innuendos, about suggestions. The really only rule is we're going to get 3 of our players here, and they're going to speak a line of dialogue. After every line of dialogue, they got to say, if you know what I mean. And I think you're going to pick up on what they're saying. It's very sexual, so I hope you're all mature here.
You know what I mean.
If you know what I mean. To kick this off, we're going to get Mike and Khaled on stage. Now, anybody in the audience, can I get a suggestion for a non-sexual, bizarre occupation?
Accountant.
Accountant! I like it.
That is
So,
very non-sexual.
very not, well, it depends. I don't know, some people numbers get them going. So Khaled and Mike are accountants. Now, Ahmed is going to show up in the scene midway. Now, who is Ahmed to these accountants? Anybody? He's a trainer. He is a trainer for the accountants, and he's feeling, well, what emotion is he feeling?
Lonely.
No, something non-sexual. Lonely. So, Khaled and Mike are going to start off as accountants. At some point in time, Ahmed will show up as their very lonely trainer. This is if you know what I mean.
You know, playing with these numbers all the time, it really hurts my fingers, if you know what I mean.
Now look, 69. If you know what I mean.
Listen, let me just take you out for dinner tonight, and you know what? It's on the company credit card, plastic all the way, if you know what I mean.
Are you two having a bit more fun than you should at work, if you know what I mean?
That's the guy that always works his buns and thighs, if you know what I mean.
Hey, are you gonna do some of the cobra poses, if you know what I mean?
Show me your numbers.
Oh.
That's not a very happy ending. If you know
Oh.
what I mean.
We really know how to stretch our finances out here, if you know what I mean.
Hey, do you want to see my budget report, if you know what I mean?
Profits are rising, if you know what I mean.
There's a big return on investment, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Yeah.
Enlarge that document, if you know what I mean.
Oh, okay. Here we go. know, full pixels, all red and long and wide, if you know what I mean.
You gotta bend it like that, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Is that your collar? If you know what I'm talking about.
Ah!
Oh. I think it's the bracket side. If you see the bigger part, you gotta polish that side of it, alright? If you know what I mean.
Well, we gotta sort of even it out. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I see what you're going for. Hold up, alright. Let me pick out the old machine here. This is what we used to use back in the 1960s. And the big crankshaft. It's all shiny, long, and slongy for you, if you know what I mean.
You gotta put it right up in the slot, if you know what I mean.
Is that a floppy disk in your hand?
Oh.
Well, something's floppy, if you know what I mean.
Fancy! Give a big round of applause for them for trying to make something about accountancy sound kind of sexual. It's harder than it looks, I swear.
Alright, our next game is something called Sports Commentator. For this game, I'm going to have Angela and Mike
Yep.
and Ahmed. Angela and Ahmed.
Okay. Yes.
And Khalid and Nazefa. So Khalid and Nazefa are sports commentators, okay? And they're commenting on live sporting event, which you're going to tell me what it is. It can be as absurd as you like. Horseback riding does exist though.
Coconut juggling.
Coconut juggling. I heard coconut juggling. So we're here. Where's it? Oh, there you are.
It's camouflage.
Okay.
Don't be shy, it's just coconut.
So they're here
You know it.
at the Coconut Juggling Championships. These are your sports commentators. Take it away.
And welcome back to the grand finals of Coconut Juggling 2018. I am Khalid Coco the Coconut Coco, here for you this evening.
Well, thank you for that, Cucko, and I am Harry Nuts in Africa. We'll be bringing you coconut juggling live and exclusive. We've got our finals for you. We've got our 2 contestants warming up. On the right side, well, Cuckoo, why don't you tell us who we have here?
Well, we have the usual contender, the woman in auburn hair, the red she-devil herself, the Banshee Queen, Bernadette.
And my, oh my, does she look bird-like today. On the left side, we have hailing all the way from Antarctica, the only living member there. We have Inuit, my finger.
Oh, look at Inuit
That's-
already trailing ahead with those skills.
Oh yeah, he's showing off because we're just in the warm-up stage, but it looks like we're about ready to go, and Bernadette's going to kick us off with the first round.
Oh, she's going for the underhanded motion, a lot of the grasping underneath. I'm sure she's been practicing with a lot of underboob lately, since this is an all-inclusive event.
My, does she like them hairy?
If you know what I mean.
Nah!
Alright, and she's coming, oh, and that's the impromptu act to the contender and the opponent. Take it
Wow.
away.
I will say though, she only had juggled 4, so it's going to be pretty easy for Inuit my finger to beat. Now let's see, he starts off with 3 little baby coconuts. Looks like he likes to start them out small. Oh, he's added 3. He's added 4.
impressive.
He's up to 16. He's up to 17. Oh, would you look at that? That's like a NASA rocket ship all behind the back. He's serving with his butt cheeks, would you believe that? Oh my goodness! How does he get it? Oh, Bernadette is coming in with the interception.
Trying to catch up, she's playing the loop-de-loop, going all octopus spaghetti on her ass, and she's making sure to use a lot of the Japanese techniques.
Oh!
It's Taco here tonight.
Looks
She
like,
crawls in.
oh, it's the spider technique. We've heard about this one. It's fabled. She's got the tarantula.
What is Inuit doing now? He's being silent, throws one in the air, waits.
Oh my goodness, look how high that went. You can almost hear her come down. Oh, with the catch!
Of catching, and that is an extraordinary event.
In an extraordinary show of courtship, he gives her the coconut. Raw
Bernadette
and open, ready to be drunk from.
takes from his grasp the coconut of doom.
Oh!
Now flows it on her. Now we're getting aggressive. This is the coconut. Oh, I've not seen something like this since '76, when the violent axe turned away and killed some of the savages on the beach.
Oh, he's missed! Oh my goodness! Thank God for the glass in front of our casting booth there, Cuckoo.
Sir, that is Indian coconut. That is violent, sir.
And Bernadette says, not today. Oh, that's with the nuts to nuts
Grand Finals 2018 of Coconuts with Bernadette, the reigning queen.
Standing over her ex-competitor. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, you'll never see action like this anywhere else. This was Coconut Jungle 2018, as he tries in vain anyway to keep it going, but Bernadette will never allow that. We were sponsored, interestingly enough, not by Wilson, but by Adidas.
Yes.
But we'll see you next year.
Thank you for tuning in.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to switch this up a little bit. If you guys were here at the last open mic, you'll remember this game. It's called Options. For those of you that weren't here, it is a personal favorite of mine because it's kind of my chance to sort of mess with my fellow improvers. The way this works is they're going to start a scene for you in a moment. We'll get a suggestion for that. While that scene is going on, at any point in time that I feel like I'm going to yell freeze, when I do that, they're going to freeze, obviously, and I'm turning to you guys. Ask you some questions. So keep thinking about things. I might ask you for like movie genres, theater styles, novels, even other questions. I'll keep it a surprise for now. I will take that suggestion, turn to them and tell them, continue your scene in that style. If none of this made sense, don't worry, it never does. It will tomorrow, but it's going to be funny, I swear. So can I get on stage? Mike and Amy, they're already here. Never mind. This is Options, but to start them off, can I get from anybody a very wacky relationship that these two have? Nothing obvious like father-daughter or lovers or anything. I heard change the light bulb first, so I'm going to say that they're electricians. Does that work for you?
Yep.
These are two electricians, and this is Options.
Oh, for Christ. Sal,
Huh?
this is a DC light bulb. They take AC light bulbs.
Okay.
Don't you know your electricity? Sal,
Yeah?
this is a 110 volt light bulb. They take 220 volts here. Why did I even bother hiring you?
Freeze! Anybody in the audience, can I get a style of movies? Movie genre. Kung Fu!
Musical.
I heard Kung Fu. Guys, continue the scene, same scene, as a Kung Fu movie.
Salisomna! Take a lighter bulb, you must put like golden sun in wall. We give praise and thanks to glorious dear Emperor.
Freeze! Anybody else? Another style of movies.
Musicals.
Indian. What did you say? Indian. Indian. And I heard, well, that's already musical, but why don't you continue it as a Bollywood horror movie? Yes!
I don't get it. The light is flickering. I think we should probably run, but also dance hilariously. Oh, it is out. It is out. Oh, it's out. I'm so afraid. So afraid.
Freeze! Wait! There you go, freeze. All right. Anybody else? A theater, style of theater.
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. You know what? I also heard opera. So, I'm going to keep challenging you guys. Continue as a Shakespearean opera.
Changes the light bulb!
A famous person, anybody?
Trump Bieber.
Justin Bieber and
Donald
Donald Trump. Okay. Mike, continue the scene as Donald Trump. Amy, continue the scene as Justin Bieber.
So baby,
Justin, look, you're basically look, I know electricity. I know electricians, the best electricians. Justin, we've got to fix this grid. What should we do? I'm appointing you as the Secretary of Energy for the entire country. Yes, you will dance to create energy. It's like solar and geothermal. I know a lot of geothermal people. It's great. Great. This is going to be huge. Everyone in America is going to know this.
Freeze! Last one real quick. Anybody give me any non-vowel letter from the alphabet?
C.
G. G. I heard G. Okay. Now someone else give me another letter.
B.
B or F?
B.
What did I hear? I heard B.
B.
Let's go with B. So now guys, continue the scene, but you cannot say the letter G anymore. Anytime a letter G shows up, now you have to say the letter B. Forget everything else. Continue.
Very good. So now, I think it's working.
When this light is on, it will greatly benefit the nation.
That's why I became an electrician. For the good of the people.
And scene!
Alright, but wait, there's more. Because I love this game, and I love directing it. We're going to do another round of options. This time, with Zeppa and Angela.
Yeah, make coffee right now. Yeah, sure. There's not a show going on or anything.
Alright, so, considering this is Raven's Nest, I have a unique suggestion. Give me your favorite board game.
Resistance Avalon.
Resistance
Oh, very
Avalon. You know what? We're gonna challenge them. Your suggestion is Resistance Avalon. Take that for what it's worth. I have no idea what that is, but it's probably cool. Your suggestion is Resistance
Thanks for
Avalon. And go.
I will not yield. Do what you must.
Avalon. All you had to do to get that woman was swipe right.
But I was resisting. I will not yield to the temptation. For you know, my middle name is Resistance after all.
Avalon, can I show you what you've turned down tonight?
Sure. Make me feel worse about myself.
Freeze. Alright, I need a gimmick that you always see in a movie. Like something that you always see in a movie.
Running to the airport.
Running to the airport. Continue the same scene, but you're running to the airport the whole time.
Sure. Make me feel worse about myself. Jesus Christ. What game was it again?
Look, you like blonde, right? Check this picture
Oh my
out.
God, we're going the wrong way.
Look, see? Isn't she beautiful?
Freeze. Alright, give me a style of movie. Any style of movie.
Disney.
Disney. Wait, no. Actually, continue it as a Disney action movie.
Hurry.
No, please go ahead first.
It's off limits.
No, but I say, that fair maiden with her long hair. I will grasp it, I will yield it, and look, I have a gun. What? Put him down. You seem so frozen in fear. I tell you, just let it go. Let it go. You will never know what it's like to be in the snow. Do you want to die today?
Freeze. Alright, someone give me a country.
Poland.
Poland, alright. What is something that Polish people are known for doing?
Pickles.
Alright. I heard white and I heard sausage. So we're going to continue it as a Polish film and just white sausage.
Yeah. I ask you, put white sausage in mouth. You don't like my kielbasa?
She will like your kielbasa. Swipe right and stop being such a sausage head.
You are a brat. You are the worst.
As your sister, I am trying to help you out, Avalon. Stop with the resistance.
Do you think if I take a picture of this, you'll like it?
Freeze. Alright, give me a style of television commercial. Commercial, like the style you guys see on
Perfume.
Infomercial. Yes, infomercial. That's what we're gonna do. Infomercial, continue the scene, go.
Now look here, if I turn my back towards you, you see this phone? It's brand new. It's amazing. It can take pictures, and look how big everything looks. Won't you want one of these?
And if you swipe right, you can take home the man of your dreams.
Oh, yes, you can.
And if you swipe right, you can take home the woman of your dreams.
Oh, yes, you can. But do never swipe left, ladies and gentlemen. Now, by now, I tell you, the clock is ticking. The phone lines are open. 1-800-SWIPE-RIGHT of
Freeze. Alright, continue as an action infomercial.
1-800-SWIPE-RIGHT. Oh, my God. The leaves are flying everywhere.
Not
Would you
like
look at
me, Dean. You can have her, or you can have him.
Oh.
I'm telling you what. You ready? You
What?
ready?
Yeah.
You're gonna swipe right as I throw it.
been cut yet. I really do wish the director would call it by now.
Hey!
Should we keep filling in space?
9.9 DD.
9.9! Say it with me! 9.9! Say it with me! 9.9!
And see.
Please kill me!
Cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a 10-minute break. Please join us for Act 2. We have a whole bunch of great games to show you guys. 10 to 15 minutes. Give it. All right, thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our second half. Alright, so Khalid, is everything ready?
It's
You guys know Khalid well?
Who said no?
Khalid likes telling stories, by the way. He's a really great storyteller. I asked him once how he does it. He says he visualizes the characters. They come to life in front of his very eyes. Of course, I yell bullshit, but he insisted. He told me he would show me this tonight, so let's have a look whether that's true. So Khalid's going to tell us a story from his favorite style, which is 1940s detective stories, for some reason. Let's have a name for Khalid's story. Come up with a name.
The wild thing.
The Wild Lake?
Wild lake.
Lake?
Wild.
What is it? Let's have a tongue twister name for this story. The Wild
Killer.
The Bonnie Killer?
Horny killer.
The Horny Killer. I like that. Okay, so we have a story called The Horny Killer.
You know
That's your new book. All right, gentlemen, he needs a quiet for inspiration right now, so. He also needs his phone for inspiration.
He's Googling what does horny mean.
I got this.
If you guys want to take pictures and videos too, post up for social media, share this
The Horny Killer by Khalid Al-Dosari.
The Horny Killer. A story of death. The Horny Killer by Khalid Al-Dosari. It all started one dark and dreary September afternoon. It was the twilight evening. That's where I was. Sitting. Actually, no, standing. Yeah, standing. That's when I realized it was getting too late for me. Curfew was going to start in a few hours. The secret police were all about checking for horny people. Berlin was that kind of a place. A place where dark stories were told, connections in the night, lost and forgotten moments. But not this moment. No, this moment I would remember forever, as I paced back and forth, eyeing the sky, the street, the passing people, my wet and moist pants. That's when I realized I had hit that perfect equanimity. The exact ratio of darkness to light and moistness in my pants. And that's when she came on, walking down the road, on the street, a lonely figure, a voluptuous, seductress, enchantress. She had it all. The looks, the terror, that weird kind of hair that just stands up on edge whenever you look twice. Also one twitchy eye that just wouldn't stop looking at me. When the moment came, I summoned up the courage, walked towards her, dropped my cigarette, because, you know, we're all healthy and shit, and asked her the one question that would matter most in this last hour of sunlight.
Hey, lady, you got change for a 5?
She looked at me puzzled, almost trying to figure out what my intentions were, and she couldn't distinguish my face from my pants. But then she composed herself and thought, I'll ask him this.
Are you Detective Brown?
She said after the cell phone rang in her pocket. She swiped away. I knew it was Tinder, but I didn't care. It was a sign of things to come. A new beginning for two lonely lost souls. I blew in her face, teasing her on. And then I took the moment for myself and began my approach. The dancing obviously worked. She summoned up the courage to start the conversation. Started asking me about my past.
Where are you from? What naughty thing did you do as a child?
I stole my mother's hairbrush once and it haunts me to this day. Is that so bad? I wanted curls. I wanted to be a girl. What's so wrong with that?
That's not bad at all. As long as you didn't flatten anyone's tires.
I heard about that too.
She somehow knew. A moment in my past that just flashed in front of me right now, causing me to spasm uncontrollably. She figured out, hopefully, that it was just the epilepsy and not the thing twitching in my pants.
You're one of those horny men, aren't you?
How could you tell?
When were you stung?
It's about 666 years ago now.
The number of the devil. My number. She was getting close. Somehow, it's as if she read my mind. Did she? I started thinking about pandas. Let's see how she reacts. She started moving, awkwardly, yet seductively. It was very confusing, honestly.
Do you have another cigarette?
What a bitch, I thought.
What a bitch.
Excuse me?
Sorry. It's an inside thought that came outside by mistake.
Are you the horny killer?
Always with the questions.
I have a job for you.
Oh, yes, I am. That's me.
I need you to light my cigarette first.
Lady can never do anything by herself.
This man here. Horny man number 4. He must go down.
Oh, he goes down a lot, I tell you that.
I recognized the man. His name was Skeevy McJohnson. Skeevy was a notorious smuggler, drug trafficker, and even decided to traffic humans at one point. I admired his work, but I thought the man had no class. Maybe I could track it down for her and turn a page in this sad story. Bring us both together. Closer. Even closer. Not that close, though.
I need you to kill him for me.
How much are you gonna pay?
100 BD.
Strange currency I've never heard of in Berlin before, but I'll take it anyway.
I'm from a country where promises aren't promises.
You must be talking about Bahrain.
I was breaking the fourth wall. It was really cool.
All right, I have 350 euros. Will that do the job?
My, future currency. I'll take it.
I made sure to pocket it closely, somewhere where I know it would be safe. Safer.
Sir,
Your payment has been accepted. Nope, that's a counterfeit bill.
She took the moist and damp money and currency, the euros now splattered on the ground, soaking and wet, and her eyes met mine for a moment. It was too dangerous, I thought. I never get too close to my contacts, especially one with a twitchier eye that kept me all focused in a bad, weird way. I stepped away suddenly, asking for time, asking for something else. And in that moment, another woman walked past. She had been accompanied by a gentleman. A gentleman, I said. The two were like lovebirds in a September sunlight that shone brighter than the brightest dawn. They were an inspiration, and we hated them.
it is he.
It was Skeevy. He had had some kind of transplant. He looked proper now, put together. Did she know who he was, I thought, the woman with him? I met his eye and walked up, asked the young lady to leave.
Man, run off now.
Why you say the lady to leave?
We have things to talk about. Hoary man number 4.
What is this strange accent in Berlin?
I'm not from around these parts, but I know your type.
Do you know this? Do you know this lady behind you? I'm sorry, my thoughts are very loud. But do you know this lady behind you?
He said inquisitively. I realized it didn't matter. The word of the mouth and the word of Skeevy meant nothing in these parts, especially with his newfound accent. I looked him at the eye, made eye contact with the woman behind him, took her by the arms and said,
This man is the 4th horny man on Tinder.
What?
I know. Save yourself now.
You didn't tell me that.
You swiped.
She rushed off in tears. This was the end. Even my own enchantress had begun to lose her control in the moment. She felt like the moment was passing.
Do it. Do it.
Why is she twitching?
But she swiped. I can't do it now.
I've already paid you.
Oh, fine.
I could not refuse her. It was the one thing my blood wanted the most.
Sorry, Skeevy.
Did she make you swallow the money?
We're the last.
What did you say?
We're the last.
It's poisoned.
words. It's poisoned, he said. Actually, no, fuck that.
Did she make you swallow the money?
What did you say?
Yeah, that's fine. The witch cackled endlessly, the terror of the night sudden, as she floated away into the darkness, leaving me forever. And somehow I know my soul was doomed. The end. Well, hold up. One last line.
It's not even enough money to buy Piccadilly Square.
Dun, dun.
I'll never swipe right again.
I was thinking of the line, wondering whether it would work, and then I decided, hey, why not? An odd sound of clapping came from the back. I knew. In that moment, I was never the killer. I was not the horny strangler. He was there in the back, eyeing me, waiting for me. Waiting even more. He leaped out of the darkness now. And like the rule of one in Highlander, I knew there can only be one. He struck at me, left, blood spurting, my face drowning. My last moments in this earth, the last sign of life breath on this September afternoon. I thought to myself,
What did Berlin do as the Berliners do?
that was cool. The end.
You guys ready for our next game? Okay. That is the right answer. Okay. Our next game is called Press Conference. Can I have all the gentlemen up on stage, please?
Oh, gentlemen.
Yes. And Mike. Okay. So first we're gonna have to send Mike out, actually.
There you
Yeah.
Get out of
I'll be
here.
back in a gentleman outside. Whatever.
Yeah.
Don't listen in.
Okay, so Mike is a celebrity holding a press conference to announce something very important. Okay, and we are going to decide what that is. Could be anything. He could be Princess Elsa making a press conference at the Ice Palace is frozen. Whatever you like. So, who is Mike going to be today? Stalin. I heard Stalin. I heard Stalin. And what is the press conference about?
Flowers.
Hot chocolate. I heard hot chocolate. What about hot chocolate?
What is he revealing?
What is the announcement exactly?
What about hot chocolate?
Exploding hot chocolate.
Type of hot chocolate.
Underwear flavored chocolate.
He has discovered underwear flavored chocolate.
How about hot chocolate flavored underwear?
And there's other cows that make chocolate milk.
He has discovered
Hot chocolate flavored
flavored
underwear.
underwear in Russia. And he's holding this press conference. Okay? Can somebody get Mike back, please?
Anybody, if you see Mike, tell him to get back in here. Thank you.
So he doesn't know, as you know, he doesn't know who he is. And they're the reporters. They're going to ask him questions at the press conference, and that's how he's going to guess.
Ladies and gentlemen of this fine establishment, thank you for taking the time out of your not so busy schedules to come in to see me give this press conference. This has been a big decision for me and my family, my country, and my maker. Let's kick it off, sir.
Joe, over here. Joseph Conrad from the Times Express. Just wanted to understand, how exactly do you come upon such a thing?
You know, the Belgian Congo is a horrible place. And it started off as a spring break bet that turned into a jungle river cruise from hell.
Igor Vasily from Stalingrad. Does it get stuck on your mustache?
The real question is what doesn't get stuck on my mustache, if you know what I mean. That's all I have to say.
Sir. Clark Kent, Daily I Don't Give a Fuck.
Excellent news source.
Thank you, sir. Sir, what was the reasoning behind the new choice of lifestyle now? What was it?
Well, the nudist thing hadn't been working out for years. And, you know, the neighbors were complaining, and I said to myself, you know, self, you really need to just start fresh. Wipe the slate clean. And I did. And I've never felt more liberated, ever.
Joseph Smith here from the New York Times. I don't know if you've heard of it.
You've heard of it, oh.
How do you mix two separate industries like this?
I mean, deregulation. Deregulation was key in the merge of these industries with vast histories. And of course, bribery. Bribery helps. Lots of bribery. Sir.
Looking to Kunai Iron Tori,
Looking Su from the North Korean news agency.
Looking to Rangu Bani
People of North Korea appreciate your new contribution to the world. And they would like to thank you. And they would like to thank you for your pubic facial hair. Facial hair. They would like to thank you for your facial hair. Where's the question? Why?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank the Korean delegation for making it a domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. You know, when I brought basketball to the peninsula, Kim Jong looked at me and he said, you know, I like this. I like this a lot. And I said, that's fine, Kim. Can you stop oppressing your people? And he said, and it was great. We had a wonderful relationship from there.
Sir, here. Here's your drink. It's hot and creamy like you like it. When you get done with your press conference, please call Mr. Haynes.
Joe? Yeah, Joseph Stanley here. Ironically from Hanes Underwear. Just want to understand. Why the fuck did you go with Fruit of the Loom? Why not us?
You know, I was inspired when I saw, well, when I started Looney Tunes. It was a bet between me and Bugs Bunny, you see. I said, I bet you I can shoot a three-pointer from half court. And Bugs said, no, I don't think so. And I shot a three-pointer from half court. And even though he wanted me to go with boxer briefs, I said, no, I would stick with my Fruits of the Loom, and I would go with Hanes. Sir.
Yeah, Jim Telly, Brokeback Mountain Express. Sir, I would like to know your older Cold War policy and the idea of solidifying an Iron Curtain and then now moving on to something that's less of a cold substance to a hotter substance. Was this an atheistic decision on your part, sir? What is this?
You know, when it comes to my choice of drink, when you have a long day out on the basketball courts, it's tiring. And Gatorade is, sir.
Yeah, I just want to understand. Since when did you become such good friends with Michael Jordan? I wasn't even sure he was alive.
Well,
you were.
It definitely threw a wrench into things initially. I met him actually at a nudist convention, and from there we clicked. He was the only guy wearing underwear in the whole convention, so I had to talk to him.
So, this thing you've just invented, or discovered rather, would you, is it just for all the people?
It's an invention that, when the people demand something, it is our inherent right to give them what we need. So in this case, some people prefer hot beverages, like myself. So that's why I gave them something that can make hot beverages.
Pause. Do you know who you are?
No, I don't.
We'll continue.
I have like 3 ideas, but it's okay. Sometimes it takes some time.
The audience gonna help him then, when he gets close, you snap your fingers, okay? So he knows he's getting close. Okay? Alright.
Yes. Gentlemen, yes.
Yeah, Jonah Jameson.
Just that. Jonah. Okay.
Sir, I wanted to know, when you began the process of distributing the beverages, was there a decision that was based on the darkness of the tone, the flavor? You were always known as a man who enjoyed the cold, hard winter. Especially the Gulag boys never got any of that sweet stuff.
My political prisoners I had to treat harshly. You have to keep up images amongst the people. I mean, when you're in Soviet Russia, you just have to, you have your Khrushchevs, you have your whoever came after me, but Joseph Stalin doesn't fuck around. I outlived Churchill, I outlived Hitler, I outlived FDR.
German Lockers from BDSM Wiki.
Excellent.
Is it edible?
The arrangement can be edible. It made for quite an interesting time at the nudist colony prior to the conversion. But people in the parliament, which I control, I'm going to call it the parliament because I'm Joseph Stalin, I call it whatever I want. They questioned me. They said, Stalin, why would you give your prisoners edible underwear? Why would you take their underwear away from them? Why would you throw their underwear on the ground? Why would you make them naked? Why would you give them any underwear to begin with? Why would you give them hot beverages with the underwear? There's a lot of questions. It was very
Understandable, sir. My name is Alex Haynes. I would like to know, actually no, not Alex Haynes. I'm going to just Alex. How about that? We'll want to get informal, me and you. I would like to know, when you drink it, do you like to have marshmallows in it? Because I love it. Like put the marshmallows on the side of sprinkles as well.
The Soviet people had to work tirelessly to develop the perfect Soviet marshmallow. One to counter the democratic, the capitalist marshmallow that they were putting in the hot chocolate. And my parliament said, look, Stalin, you can give that hot chocolate to your Gulag prisoners.
I just love how you move your podium, sir.
If you know what that means.
Oh, I can see it from here.
I like this one. Calm down. Anyone else?
Sure, I'll
Yes.
ask a question. I hear that you like hot chocolate, and I hear that you like your underwear. Just curious. Why the combination?
It was a blueprint design from Nikola Tesla, where he came up with a unique combination of prison underwear that would dispense hot chocolate. Which, judging by the applause from these non-Soviet things, I think it was popular. When we had a mix of hot chocolate and underwear that I gave to the prisoners, they stayed in the Gulag even longer. Because they were drinking cold beverages in their underwear. Now they just were pouring hot beverages in their underwear.
So do you think I would be like a size 6 or a 4?
I just want to drink you all up. chocolate and prisoners. So it's either I gave the prisoners underwear, no, something with hot chocolate and underwear?
Yes.
Okay. No prisoners. All right. I invented a mix of hot chocolate and underwear.
It's hot chocolate flavored underwear.
Oh, okay.
Did you not get there?
Or, you know, it was not, that's fine. It was not prison.
Alright guys, we're going to be playing a game up next called Parallel Universes, or Parallel Universe, depending on how you like to see your universe. Is anybody a fan of Rick and Morty? Is anybody I like a fan of Rick and Morty? No. So, two of my people here are going to be, yes, my people.
What do you mean?
White and toasty on the inside. Our two players here are going to be doing two distinctly separate scenes, unrelated in two separate universes. And every time we clap, or I clap, they're going to be shifting in and out of the separate universes at whim. So I need two different relationships. I want the first universe. Where are they at? What are they doing?
Training.
They're training. Where?
In the toilet.
In the toilet. For what?
Ballet.
The Olympics.
The Olympics of what?
Plumbing Olympics. For smelling. Plumbing Olympics.
The Plumbing Olympics. All right, you guys are contenders for the Plumbing Olympics in one universe. Now in universe two.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They're what?
Yes, sir.
Stoners? Yeah, they always.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's that?
Yes, sir.
Testers?
Testers.
Testers, like beta testers? What are they beta testing?
Smell.
I knew what? I can't hear you guys. Razors. Razors? Okay, they're testing razors. For what?
Shaving sheet.
For shaving sheet. All right.
I like
So, in your first universe, what are you?
We are Olympic toilet
Toilet
plungers.
Right.
Plungers trainer.
Right.
Okay, this is what we're like the last line. Oh, okay.
All right, so you two are in two separate universes. One are they're contending for the finals or prepping for the competition of plumbing in the bathroom. And the others, you are razor experimenters, beta testers for the newest Gillette sheep shearing technology. All right? Players, go.
Have you tried this? It's hot chocolate in underwear. It's amazing. Really good. Alright, but enough stuff. We have to train for this Olympics.
Bob, you've been goofing off way too long.
Alright, so
You got your toilet, I got my toilet. You got your plunger,
right here.
how big is the head?
It's at least 7 inches.
If you go over 7 inches, you get disqualified.
Damn, we're playing by Russian rules. Alright, so you don't have to kill the sheep to shear it. Yeah, I mean, we can if that works out.
This new Gillette comes with a special safety catch right there. There's no way we'll kill the sheep at all.
Nice. Okay. I'm gonna start. All right. I'm gonna start shaving, and then you just catch it. All right. Ready? Oh, almost got that.
Stop, you're going too fast. I can't keep up with all this cotton.
Well, then just put it in the basket right behind you. All right.
Yeah, you gotta do it fast,
Ooh.
and you gotta do it hard.
Okay.
Hard.
All right.
Get it
What
out.
if we double plunge at the same time? It's allowed in certain circles.
We're doing fast.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Courtesy flush. All right.
All right. So now, here we go. This is the rip.
I could make a coat with all of this. And we could save the environment that way.
All right.
Isn't that right, little Molly?
I'm gonna wear my protective sheepskin face mask right here. Okay, all right. Now just you need to shave in my general direction. All right, just shave it. All right, I'm gonna catch it. All right, there you go.
It's okay, Molly.
It's static. It's gonna stick to my face.
You need to get the plunger off my face.
I might leave a mark.
It tastes like underwear.
You are bruising up
Oh
bad.
man, my face is
Man, we're not gonna get any commercial deals with
Okay,
that.
all right. So, yeah, all right. You got it Shake the sheep. Alright, shake it. Oh, shake it faster. There we go. Yes.
It's working.
This
It's so
is a genetically modified sheep, so it's going to grow.
That is a huge potato.
This is at least like 7 kilos right here. Let's weigh it on the official
That'll
scale.
set a world record at the
goodness.
Olympics. All right.
We-
Stick it down in the commode.
All right, but you have to flip me down there. All right, it's all right. So the sheep. I think we shaved too much off the sheep. It's dying, Susan. We have to perform sheep PR. Susan, do you want to win the gold, woman? Quick, take my legs. It's gonna be. Oh God. All right, are you ready? I'm going to put the plunger in my mouth and plunge.
Okay.
Breathe, damn you sheep. Breathe, damn you sheep.
Sheep PR, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely brilliant.
Definitely going on a t-shirt.
Oh yes.
It was a bad pun.
I apologize. We're going to quickly move on to our next game. This game is called 2 Statements, 2 Questions. It will make a lot of sense as I explain it. For this game, I need Ahmed, I need Amy, and I need Mike back on stage. Now, Mike is going to be in the center here. Well, they'll move around, but Mike can say whatever the hell he wants in this scene.
I usually do.
It's true. The rub of this game is that each Ahmed and Amy will have only one statement that they can make and only one question they can ask, and those are the only 2 things they can say in the entire scene. So anybody from the audience, shout out a short 5 or 6 word statement, please.
I love potatoes.
What's that?
I love potatoes.
I love potatoes. Let me get another one. please.
Midgets.
What?
I dislike midgets.
I dislike midgets. Amy, what's your statement?
I love potatoes.
Ahmed, what's your statement?
I dislike midgets.
Okay, those are the only 2 things you guys can say. That's your question. Now give me a question. Anybody, a short, quick question.
Why?
Dude, where's my car? A little longer than that. Dude, where's my car? Amy?
Dude, where's my car?
Another question, anybody who's wrapping it
How
up.
big is it?
How big?
This girl gets it.
Thank you.
Can I please point out? She asked, how big is it with Spider-Man on her lap? Alright. So, Ahmed, how big is it? It's your question, right? What's your question?
How big is
And your statement?
I dislike midgets.
You can say nothing else in the scene. Amy, what are the only 2 things you can say?
I love potatoes.
And?
Dude, where's my car?
Yes. Now, can I get a really mundane, boring job? Like, extremely boring.
Truck driver.
Truck driver. Now, these guys are going to show you a high-stakes truck driving scene. This is 2 statements, 2 questions. Mike can say whatever the hell he wants. Take it away.
Damn you, stars! Damn you, stars! All right, Trish, Susan. We're gonna drive to somewhere we've never driven before, the land of Oz.
I dislike midgets.
But you can't say that in Oz, right? They're full of, the lollipop guild. You've been over this before?
How big is it?
Oz, size does not describe Oz accurately. You have to describe it in pure wonder. But we have to get there before the Oompa Loompas take over.
I dislike midgets.
Okay, now, that's what started the race war between the Oompa Loompas and the Lollipop Guild. Do you want to be the cause of genocide again, Susan? Huh?
Oh, how big is it?
Take the wheel. I need to get a nap. Take the wheel.
How big is it?
It's an extended cab, all right? It's Shetty.
Dude, where's my car?
What? We're in the car. All right. Keep driving, all right? We're gonna go over this map in detail. Eyes on the road, Susan. Remember what happened last time?
Dude,
Why do we
where's my car?
Okay, so the car, it's not a
How big is it?
It's an extended cab, Susan. Yes, drive. Thank you. On the right side of the road. There we go. Thank you.
Where's my car?
So it's you don't really define the map by singular. Okay, look at the scale right here. See this little thing that looks like a car? That's our car. Just scale.
How big is it?
It's for every 1 inch, it's like 10 miles. All right, it's a very unusual scale.
I love potatoes.
You know, when I first visited Oz as a wee child, the Lollypop Guild was known for their French fries.
I love potatoes.
You know something they don't love? Oompa Loompas.
I dislike midgets.
And Steve! All right.
That game is a challenge when you have those kinds of questions, huh? All right, can I get 4 players up here, please? Zepha, Amy, Mike, Colin. We're going to play a game. It's 2 scenes for the price of 1. It's kind of like Parallel Universe, except they're going to keep their scenes. All right? They're going to start a scene based on an idea that you give them. If you would, please, ask them any question.
I need to know which planet do I come from?
Mars.
Uranus.
I give up Mario.
This is why we have
I'm just saying.
I'm from whose anus again?
If you know what he means. It's his.
Alright, we're from Uranus, and what's our relationship? We're astronauts. What is that?
Astronauts. All right, so that's going to be their scene.
Okay.
Thank you for the suggestion. All right, suggestion.
All right. Give me a time where you were the most surprised about anything in your entire life.
Girls poo.
Girls poo. You didn't know? Okay.
So actually,
You gave us an awesome link, by the way.
All right, so they're going to start a scene with Uranus.
girls pooping.
Right, okay. Okay, anyway, so they're going to start the scene. When I clap, whatever line that they're saying, they have to take that line and use it in their scene. Exactly as it's said. All right? So we will start with Uranus.
We have reached Earth finally. How dare they call our planet their anus?
You don't know what I heard they called the space travelers? Astronauts.
Oh, that's genius! Well, perhaps when we invade, we'll name their place their scrotum.
I like it.
Such a tradition we have. Have you prepped the ray guns?
Here.
Yo, voice activation isn't working.
You swapped out the batteries, right?
Ah, shit. Forgot to charge my laptop again.
Ah, damn it, I have to charge it through the laptop again. Useless!
Mine works.
Ah, give it a shot.
It is reacting strangely.
It is reacting strangely.
Yep, that happens every time I watch it. 2 girls, 1 cup, I swear.
It's a shitty situation.
I just can't take my eyes away.
I just can't take my eyes away of how pathetic you look right now. Honestly, how are they going to fear that?
I have the bigger one.
Yeah, I got a bigger one. Is it a bigger
anything else.
No! I thought you meant something else! Well, you know about my ray gun. I packed it well enough last time as well.
Sure. Yes.
It seems like we have a crowd. Hello!
It seems like we have a crowd. I forgot we were in the library.
Your aux cord wasn't plugged into the laptop. I think they heard us all.
We're helpless, innocent Uranuses!
We're helpless, innocent Uranuses!
We're helpless, innocent Uranuses, I swear! Listen! Look! This is funny, right? Does that do anything for you, human? Quickly! They're distracted! Shoot them!
Quickly! They're distracted! Shoot them! I call that a shit screen.
I call that a shit screen! Look at that one run! Leap morph! Alright then, let's move on to conquest now. Who will we subjugate first? I want to enslave white people.
I want to enslave white people.
I said it! Wow! You're a white Uncle Tom!
You're a white Uncle Tom, aren't you?
I can be whatever you need me to be.
I can be whatever you need me to be, racist or non-racist.
Brother, I need you to be my savior.
We're not genderless, but I need you to be my savior.
Kiss me.
Last game that we're going to play this evening is called Pieces of Paper. I'm going to need to get two people out of here real fast. Amy and Mike, if you would, please leave the room.
Get out of here.
While they're leaving the room, I need you to get your cell phones out and look at the last message that you sent or received that say no longer than 7 or 8 words in length. Okay?
So look at Ahmed's phone.
All right.
Longer.
All right. I'll point to you.
What's that?
The glitters make it spicy.
The glitters make it
I
spicy.
said to me, yes.
Of course, yes!
Glitters make it spicy. All right, what's yours?
Shit, I forgot.
I mean, technically she's not wrong.
I mean, technically, she's not wrong. Over
Shit,
here.
I forgot.
Okay, I got it.
I'm still on, I think glitters makes me spicy.
I forgot.
I forgot.
Hold on just a second. Yours?
I want to make an appointment with you.
I want to make an appointment with you, Ahmed.
Thanks.
Black?
Congratulations, you win.
Congratulations, you win. Hold on just a second. I mean, Zeppa's got it. What's yours?
How did you even catch that?
How did you even catch that?
I'll
How did you even catch
I
that?
want to check out that conversation.
Yogurt. 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 Yeah.
baby's nest?
Yogurt.
Yogurt.
What? Ahmed's got yogurt. Sir?
Spitty and slippy.
What?
Spitty and slippy.
Spitty and slippy.
Spitty
Wow.
and slippy.
Yeah.
Zeppa?
Spitty and slippy.
That would be there.
Is that a question mark?
Stupid.
Okay.
Thanks, Zeus. We are pulling in today.
Thank Zeus, we are pulling in today. Got that, Zeppa?
Me too sorry, bad traffic, even on our end.
Me too.
Sorry.
Bad traffic.
Even on our end.
Even on our end. Ahmed's got that. Ahmed's got it. Right, all that? There's a lot. And we'll take 2 more.
I'm having paella anyways. I'm hungry.
You're having what? I got it.
Like paella, cheese.
Ooh. I'm having paella.
And 1 more.
It's tea time. Big news to get rid of Monday blues.
Say it again.
Big news to get rid of Monday blues.
I got it.
Big news to get rid of Monday blues. Got it? Alright, so we're going to sprinkle these on the floor. They're going to create a scene, whatever scene you decide that they're going to do. And then as the scene progresses, they'll establish their characters, the relationship. They'll start picking up the pieces of paper with your suggestions, with your crazy ass texts. And then they will have to embed that into their scene and use it and carry on the scene with it being for real. Alright? Alright, come on in. As they're coming in. Alright. As they're coming in.
What the hell put paper on?
Where is the worst place you've ever been on vacation?
Egypt.
New Jersey.
Saudi Arabia. Vacation in Saudi? Alright, we're gonna go. They're in Saudi Arabia. What's the relationship between these two?
Co-workers.
They're co-workers in Saudi Arabia. There we go.
Jim, why would we sell insurance to the Bedouin? It's called an empty quarter for a reason. There's nothing here.
They're the only ones who buy camel insurance.
Oh my God. You know, when they advertised Saudi Arabia, they said in the brochure, shit, I forgot. Because they forgot to put fucking water in this country.
Me too, man. You know, I would give anything right now just to... I'm having paneer right now.
Paneer is so, it's like 95% water, don't even talk about it.
That's all I can think about, man.
We need to find an oasis, because we're gonna die, and I can't afford to die.
I have no insurance.
It's ironic because we sell it. If you know what I mean. Maybe I deserve this. You know, my mother used to tell me when I was a child, I said, Mom, I want to sell travel insurance. And she looked at me and she said, son, Spitty and Slippy. I was too young to understand that at the time. As I got older, I realized my mom, well, she wasn't the woman she told me she was.
Were you traumatized as a child?
More than traumatized. I just wanted to get away from everything. Maybe that's why I found solace in the desert. But usually I had like a bottle of water or something. Yeah.
I know, yeah, well, we should have packed one, really. Wasn't it your job to pack one?
Yes.
I seem to remember that I told you, I mean, technically she's not wrong.
That's right. Now, when we lost the camels about, how long ago was it? Like an hour? 2 hours?
2 hours.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
The Sherpa that sold it to us, even though that's not really correct, but you know, it's the desert, I'm getting delirious. He said that if we said the magical chant, that the camels would return to us and take us to a place of water.
Why didn't you tell me that 2 hours ago?
I am dehydrated, woman! I'm very big.
What's the chant then?
All right, we gotta say it together, right? We gotta really feel it, right? Me too sorry. Bad traffic even on our end.
I hear them. I hear them. They're coming back. They're coming. Oh, there he is.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
there he is. Oh.
Does he have water?
He has paneer.
Oh. That's even better. What was the camel's name again?
Here.
All right. Just bring it out over me. There you go. Shower in the paneer. Man, I'll tell you what, that's big news to get rid of Monday blues. I'm a new man.
You feel good after the paneer, right?
I feel like I could live for another hour.
Good then. So where's that Bedouin tent where we were selling insurance?
Okay, I think I'm just gonna arbitrarily, my sense of direction. Oh, camel's humps always face towards the nearest source of water. So let me, hang on, this one, okay, hang on, this one's a little aggressive, so hang on, buddy. I I want to make an appointment with you. There you go.
You enjoyed this evening. One more game? Thank you. Alright, we're going to do a repeat, the one that you like the most, so we'll do it by applause. How does that sound? Alright, this game right here, pieces of, let me tell you the 3 games and then you can pick which one you want. You only can cheer for 1 game, not for all 3. Got it? Alright, the first one is pieces of paper. We can redo. We've got some paper on the floor. I've got some more paper. We can take some other suggestions. Or we can play options. Do you remember options?
Yep.
Alright, options was the one where we had to freeze and then it would say pick a movie genre or change the letters in the alphabet. Okay? Alright, hold on, and then the last one would be new choice with rhyme, where you stopped and they had to repeat and say it in rhyme. Okay, so applaud for pieces of paper. Alright, for that, you applauded for that. You can't applaud for the other 2. New choice. Options. Alright, so we're going to play options, and Amy is going, are you going to direct? How do you feel? No? Alright, we're going to get Josefa and Ahmed to play. Come on up. And then Khaled, would you be alright with directing this?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. And thank you all for coming out tonight. It means a
Actually,
lot.
Mike's gonna do it.
Yes, I just do what they tell me. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So for these 2, let's see. All right, I want. What's an emotion that you wouldn't normally experience when you find out someone is pregnant?
Hungry.
Hungry. Yes, this guy. Yes. All right. So your suggestion is hungry pregnancy. All right, hungry pregnancy. Take it for what it's worth. Start a scene.
Ah, Jim! I swear to God, every time I walk into the maternity ward, I just, I feel famished. I want to just nibble on every belly button I see. I just want to suck the baby out of the way. Is that too weird? That got weird. I'm sorry. I get hungry. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, they don't know you're a vampire here, so kind of try to keep it low.
Shh. It'll be our secret.
We said no babies.
But they taste so cheruby and
Fresh. All right, someone give me a game show.
Price is right.
Price is Right. You're going to continue it as a vampire Price is Right.
But it tastes so cheruby and fresh. Here is our brand new baby, sir. How much would this baby cost?
I say 1,000.
Let's check. Oh, 5,499. That is incorrect.
Can I have a
Yeah, sir. This is an African baby. How much would this African baby cost?
10,000.
Ah, sure. You go lower than the white baby every time. That is $50 and $50 only. Final shot. We have an interracial baby, the kind that Angelina Jolie would like to adopt. How much do you think?
All right, give me an unusual foreign film, like an unusual country of foreign film. Serbian film. All right. Actually, I get that reference. This guy also gets it. All right. We're going to continue as a Serbian film. It could be that one or just any Serbian film. Yep.
Eat the babies. No, wait. Eat them now.
Why do you want baby cannibal? I like fresh meat.
It's just a change of taste.
Crazy. All right. Someone give me a particular style of horror film. Exorcism. All right, exorcism. We're going to continue it as a Serbian exorcism. Go.
I like fresh.
You are only going to eat grown men.
Praise.
Women.
Praise. All right. Give me a style of dance. Any style of dance. Tap dance. All right. And I heard a good one from over here too. Hold on. What's it called? Bachata. Bachata. All right. Tap dance bachata in Serbia. Go.
Ik word zetten op Niederegja. Wat zetten op Niederegja. Why am I singing on tap dance? I got it from you. I don't know what you're doing.
Alright, freeze. Alright, freeze. Someone give me an over-the-top style of movie.
What?
A John Woo movie.
The Room.
The Notebook.
Alright. It's gonna be a musical Notebook in the room. Alright, it's like so many cultural references, my head's about to explode. Alright, go!
I waited for you for 40 years. You never wrote, you never called, you didn't care at all. I have 3 little babies. And they're all yours.
I won't.
I say kiss me.
And that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Tell your friends, tell your mother, tell that crazy aunt that's in Saudi Arabia. Tell her to also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and we even have a Twitter. How about that? Thank you, everyone. Great guys.